How you doing, guys? Mike from the Music Workshop, just doing a quick review of the Pearl Star Pattern practice pad. Let me just hold it up to the camera for you guys. That's what she looks like. So basically, it's a practice pad with a rubber front, a wooden base. It's got a good bit of weight in it. It's also got a bit of foam on the bottom to allow the pad to sit nice and evenly on any surface, any flat surface. And the weight in it is great because it stops the pad from bouncing around too much while you're playing. As long as you don't play too heavy, or if you're playing with really big kind of marching band sticks, it'll probably hop. But I'm using ProMark Millennium 2s. They're not that heavy, so it sits nicely on my snare. If I want to practice my rudiments on my snare. Other practice pads that I've used in the past can dance even with the Millennium Pro 2s. So with light sticks, this pad is great. I mean, Pearl are marketing this obviously to make it look cool. Really, practice pads are for practicing your rudiments and practicing your strokes when you don't have a kit, or even when you do have a kit for practicing silently while you're trying to follow maybe a DVD or a video. So I don't see why they're investing money in making it look cool. Practice pad is a practice pad, but this one has a good bit of weight in it. So I mean, when I looked at it first, I was thinking to myself, these guys are just trying to get one up on the competition because all pads are going to be the same. But it has more weight than other pads that I've used. The price point on it in Ireland, maybe about €25. In the UK, about £17. So it's a cheap enough pad in comparison to some other pads that could be upwards of €100. So comparing them to pads that are in the €100 bracket, it wouldn't be fair because they have real snare feel and they have rims built into them, and they'd even have snares built into them that you can tighten and loosen the head on them. I think they're very gimmicky, those particular type of pads, because if you wanted a snare drum, buy a snare drum. The practice pad is to give you rebound on your stick, to help you practice silently. So if you want a snare sound on your practice pad, just buy a snare drum. But I mean, as pads go, I don't feel bad about buying this. I think that it's a great practice pad, and I wouldn't say it's any better than its competitors because it's got the same feel on it. Where it does stand out, it's not in design because I don't care about what it looks like. Where it stands out is the weight of the bass. It holds to the drum a lot better than other pads that I've used. And as like most pads in the €25 bracket, they have a little screw in the center of the bottom that you can attach it to and pretty much any cymbal stand. There are some cymbal stands, some of the cheaper cymbal stands have different size treads, so it won't tread onto them, but general cymbal stands, all of these, it will screw onto, and it will hold there, so you can practice without any kind of table or anything. You can practice like that on your practice pad. So I like the practice pad. I like the weight in it. That will be one of my major likes, and any gripes I would have would be, I don't know, the design, unnecessary, trying to be cool. Practice pads are a practice pad, so stop trying to be cool. Just give us a practice pad. And if they could have made it cheaper without putting the silly design on the top of it, that would have been cool. But yeah, some people might like that. Personally, I think a practice pad is just for practicing your rudiments. But that's it. It's a good practice pad for €25. It's not a waste of money. And if you use it, it's worth the money. If you buy it and you hit it for half an hour and then leave it there gathering dust, it's a total waste of money. But that's nothing to do with Pearl or practice pads in general. That's up to the individual drummer. You really have to have a lot of staying power and sticking power to keep practicing your rudiments on a practice pad. But the thing about a practice pad is you don't get distracted by it. If you're sitting at a drum kit with toms and cymbals, you can get distracted and start playing the whole kit. With a practice pad, you've got the focus of what you're doing. So let's just say you're doing a paradiddle diddle. So that's a paradiddle diddle, right, left, left, left. So the paradiddle diddle, you want to get comfortable with that. You want to get into autopilot mode where you're not really thinking about what you're doing. It's very difficult to do that sitting at a kit because you'll get distracted by the other drums. If you're sitting there with just a practice pad in front of you, you can play your paradiddle diddle and focus on what you're doing. So yeah, practice pads are great. If you've got the focus to use them correctly, they will really help you as a drummer. I'm happy enough with this purchase. I think that it's a good 25 euros well spent, especially with the weight of the pad. It sticks to the drum or whatever surface you play it on really, really well. And yeah, the other pads I've bought in the past as well, the screw in the base of them, this screw here, can actually pull out of the wood when you're tightening it down. This one is a lot more strong than ones I've seen in the past. I've actually had to glue that back in on pads I've owned in the past, but it's been perfect. I've been screwing it in and out of this all day and yesterday, and it's fine. So that's it. Pearl practice pad, the Pearl professional practice pad, star pattern. You can get it in all good music shops. Thanks for watching.